Hi there. Now let me show you a very interesting app for math in case you are stuck somewhere in solving math equations and face the difficulty. So there's a beautiful app for you by the name of Math Journal, which I'm about to show you right now itself. Now in case you want this app, you have to do, let us go back and see where to find this app. You will actually go to your Play Store, and in your Play Store you can just type the name Math Journal. So you have to put the name of Math Solver. There's a different app by the name of Journal. So we'll use this Math Solver app. When you put it, you get this icon, this Microsoft icon. You have to click it. Yeah, I've already installed. So I will have this app. This is an app by Microsoft and it's a beautiful version. You open up this app. So here we have this app and we have this option of scanning, of drawing. And then we have this option of drawing, we have this option of typing. Now let me use the first option of typing first. So supposingly I have to type an equation. Now I am a non-mathematics person, but at times there are tasks when I have to type certain things. Now if you see on the screen, you see this beautiful option over here. When I click it, I can actually use this option in this way, which is usually difficult when you are typing something in a Word document. Then you can very easily add the power to the power of square. You can add equations in which maybe if I have to show not like this. Okay, so and I have to add something to it. Yes, and I have to again add something into the fractions. So let me see 7 and then I want to add something below. Yeah, 78. So yes, so I can do it. I can come back here. I can make it 12x. Yeah, and then plus or minus whatever I want to do, maybe 3x. 3x is something I want to do. So yes, so you can type any of the equations. You can also add roots over here, under root of x and then bracket minus 5. I don't know who can solve this equation which I'm creating, but yes, this is something which you can do with this application very easily. So someone as immature as me, who is not at all aware about math equation, you can easily see I can at least type equations very fast in this, which I was not able to do in past, and I was horrible for sure in it. And yes, see now again I'm actually adding some sort of under root. Okay, let me add some square to it. Yes, I've easily done it. Yeah, I'm so good in it. So yes, you can add some equations, mathematical equations, and you can write them and you can ask them to solve it for you. Now this is a pathetic equation which is not solvable. I can understand, but yes, it has done something for me, which is differentiate with respect to x and then evaluate. Oh, that's wonderful. They have evaluated it for me. They have also calculated certain factors, and they're also telling me if I want to take a quiz of the same equation. I don't think so I want to do that. And here I have this option of bookmarking and maybe sharing this with my friends and teachers, anyone, or maybe my students. If I want to just challenge them on something, I can go back and do it. And please don't challenge them on this equation for sure, but yes, you can challenge them further. Let us see what we can do with this drawing option. So now I love this option. I used to have it in OneNote, but I can see that Microsoft is giving this application separately to you. Now if there are teachers who say that that we don't have a proper graphic tablet and then we want to write equations, so maybe I can just use my hand over here. X square upon 5x plus, okay, plus 7x is equal to 3. Now I'm expecting that if you can see over here, now maybe it has not understood my equation properly, but yes, with some bit of a practice, maybe it will. Or maybe let me erase it and see if it picks it correctly. Yeah, now it has picked it correctly. So yes, you have this option of correcting it. Now see this beautiful part I have written with my hand, and now Microsoft is solving this equation for me. Trust me, if this application would have been available when I was in school, my grades 10th marks would have been wonderful. No doubt I actually left maths after grade 10. But yes, if this option was available, I would have continued. Now, you see over here, you have it is solved for x, which for me was next to impossible reading this equation. But then it is giving me certain options of steps using the quadratic formula. I can use some steps and get step-by-step solution by using the quadratic formula. I can click it, and over here you don't just have the answer, you have the complete steps of how I have solved it in this case. And if I go further, I can also find some more details about why this can be done and why this cannot be done. And then it's giving me graphs, and graphs not just in 2D, it's also in from both slides and also a single graph in 2D. And now there's a most beautiful part. I want to create a quiz on polynomial. I can just try a quiz on polynomial, or maybe I also have some option of creating my own quiz in the same way. You get a desktop version to it, and you can actually go ahead and do a desktop version and use it. But I love the app portion much because it is very much handy. I can use it anywhere. So it says ready for a quiz. I'd start a quiz. It's giving me a 10 question quiz and one go. That's wonderful. So that's how you can actually try it and challenge your students and ask them to practice. Now this is one version. This is one part of it. Now let me show you the most beautiful part of it. This is right now we're just talking about things which are available. What about there's an equation in your SAT books or your JEE books and you have some challenge solving them out. Now this would be a cheat technique for students, but yes, even if teachers are not available or teachers are facing some challenge, you can go for the scan option. I was not having a math book, so I'm using my MacBook for the same, and I will try and scan a question over here. Let me see. Yeah, it can read the math question right now. Okay, let me just take a picture of this question. Yeah, so here I have taken picture of this question, and now I have this question, and you can see it has actually copied my question. If you go down and see below, it has copied my question exactly in the same way that I wanted it. So yes, I get my question over here if you see it. So I have my question over here and I can use it. Fine. So this is how you get to use it further. Now let us see what more can I actually do. I have my graph for the same equation, and then I can also try a quiz on the same question. Now if you see carefully, it is again generating a quiz on the same question. So I pick up a question from the book and I want my students to practice questions related to a quiz. I can do that. I can also share questions with my students, and they have given me some 4 questions based on the question that I have tried right now itself. So if you are a teacher of math who is struggling to prepare some good questions for your students, this is the best opportunity you can have with this app. You can try it, and the best part is it's completely free. You just have to download it and to use it. So yeah, I go over here and then I have this equation. I can just play around and maybe change it. So this is why I love this application. You can go back here and you can see all the new quiz that you have created. You have your weekly summary, that what portions you have completed and what portions they are left. If you have bookmarked a particular page, you can go back and see over there. And then if I go into the example section, let me see if it's taking me over there. Yeah, it's taking me. So in example section, there are certain images which are already there, which I can actually use and solve. Some people have already scanned it. I have some fractions, I have some equations. So if I want to go and challenge myself further, there are some questions which are already there, which I can actually go and practice. So this is one beautiful app by the name of Math Solver by Microsoft, and I would suggest that if you're a teacher who is struggling for maths questions and also struggling for the right answer, and you can just go ahead and use this app. I hope this is useful to you. For more of such apps and more of such ideas, please subscribe to my channel. I want to share a lot of content with you, but your subscriptions and your comments keep me motivated. Thank you.